Hi, Brad Marty.
Hello.
Hi, you're now on the line with Cheryl.
Thank you.
Hello.
Cheryl Cole's on the phone with us, or do we just call you Cheryl now, Cheryl?
Cheryl will do nicely, thank you.
Oh, well, it's so good to have you on the phone again because you came to New Zealand. When did you come here last? Do you know? Can you remember?
I think it was around 7 years ago.
Yeah, because I was going. Yeah, because you came in and did an interview with me in the studio 7 years ago, and it's taken you 7 years to get back in touch, Cheryl. You know, I thought it'd be a bit sooner.
I need to come back over. I need to come back and see you face to face.
You do. We'd have you again.
I loved it there.
Good.
Well, Brad refers to you as one of his long-lost friends that if he ever went to England, that he'd be able to call you and that he'd stay at your place.
Whatever.
Yeah, you could. You can call me when you get here.
Ooh, okay, all right. The amount of people have shown the photo. Anyway, so it's a big day for you. The album is out today. 1 million lights. You must be so excited, so happy. You must have a whole lot of emotions going through you.
I really have. This is actually the most excited I've ever been to release an album. I couldn't wait to get it out. So
really?
The fact that it's finally here is amazing.
Because you released Call My Name and you put it out and then you woke up in the morning and tweeted that it had gone to #1 on iTunes, right?
It was insane. I put it out at midnight, and by the time I woke up, it was at #1. So.
Are you one of these people that lies in bed and checks the Twitter, then wakes up and the first thing you have to do is check your Twitter and all that?
Actually, I was out that night, so I hadn't. But normally I would wake up and have a little look.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just speaking of you going out, Cheryl, I did a bit of research into your background, and you're from the same place that Geordie Shore's broadcast from, the Newcastle people. Please tell me you don't behave like they do in town.
I absolutely do not have that sort of behaviour, but I do watch the programme.
Right. If you were on the show, what character would you be like? What would you bring to the house?
I wouldn't fit on there.
You just wouldn't be on it, eh?
You'd be the cute and innocent one, right? Not the slutty one.
Exactly.
Or you'd have to be when you're spending time with the Queen. I saw you on the 60th Jubilee the other day. That must have been quite an honour for you, standing behind the big lady.
That was really overwhelming, actually. It was quite an emotional day, that.
Yeah.
We performed for the royal family at Buckingham Palace, and then and the royal lineup, the Queen come and stood directly in front of me, which was really insane. And then we went to the palace for drinks, so really crazy day, all in all.
Do you did you get to talk to the Queen, or is there like rules that you get given that you know you're not allowed to talk or talk when spoken to and all that?
You know, nobody. I've had that before because I work alongside the Prince's Trust, which is the charity that Prince Charles is in this country. So I know the code of conduct that you have with the royals, but nobody actually told me what to do with the Queen.
Right.
So I kind of just muttered a load of starstruck nonsense and then nodded me head, curtsy. But nobody formally informed us of what I should do, so it was a tiny bit embarrassing.
What's a party like at the palace? Is it all proper and la-di-da, or does it get a bit loose?
Once the doors are closed.
I mean, it looks like a fairy tale.
Right.
And when you walk in there, it's quite surreal. But they're not afraid to have a drink and get a little bit loose.
Good. Well, because I saw a clip, and it hasn't screened here in New Zealand yet because we're a little bit behind, Cheryl, as you can understand. We haven't got electricity yet. But you and Katy Perry on the Graham Norton show, you talked about a bit of a confession for one of the royals.
Yes.
Who are we talking about?
So who have you got a crush on? Harry. There we go.
Harry's the hot ginger.
Oh, she loves the gingers. Fiery little guys, aren't they?
So we're going to see you and Harry maybe having a royal wedding at some point, and you're going to be living the fairy tale.
I mean, I maybe wouldn't go that far, but he is a friend of mine. I love Harry, so.
How cool is that? We're talking to someone who's a friend with the bloody prince.
Well, maybe when you go stay with Cheryl, then you can go over for dinner at Harry's. Yeah, it'll be great.
I'll go and get loose in the palace with William and all them. God, this sounds like a good time. And also, you've been working a lot with will.i.am for this album. Are you a good man, is he?
I have. Will's amazing. Will's actually been a massive part of my solo career from day one.
Right.
He's worked on every album, and he's let me actually be a lot more free with this one, which is nice.
Yeah.
Too. But he's on there. We have a track on there.
Is it hard going out solo compared to your Girls Aloud stuff? Do you find it easier, harder? What's the difference?
It was hard initially on the first album.
Yeah.
I was terrified, and I hadn't really thought it through. I'd been together with the girls for 7 years already.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought it through about how I would feel without them until I was actually in the thick of it and realised how scary it was and how much I missed them. The second album, I started recording and then I got sick halfway through, so I didn't feel like I fully did what I needed to on that one. And now this one, I'm so ready. I'm confident on my own. I'm standing in my own two shoes, and I'm excited now for this one. This one's the biggest buzz I've had.
So with this new album, you've done a few collaborations, but this new single you've done with Calvin Harris. So obviously you're doing it by yourself, but you're using all these other talented people to kind of jump in and get involved. Is it nice working with all these people?
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, you know. I love talent, so whichever angle it's coming from, I enjoy it, I embrace it. Calvin is the man of the moment right now, so I was super excited to work with him.
Isn't he?
Yeah, and I've worked with Alex the Kid, who's one of the best producers out there right now. I've worked with a lot of talented... Do you have Lana Del Rey?
We've heard of her. She's sort of,
I listened to an album and I was depressed afterwards, to be honest, but it's good music.
Yeah, she's very talented. She's written a track for the album, so I've worked with a lot of talented people.
Maybe you could get a One Direction collaboration.
Oh, they're cute.
Well, no, because we asked on Twitter, Cheryl, what people wanted to ask, and so many people are just asking One Direction things. I mean, those boys are taking over the world. People want to know, if you had to, which one would you pash, maybe?
You know what? I was actually part of their journey, and they're like little brothers to me, so I really don't say them in that way at all.
Right,
but that answer, I'm going to guess Harry.
No.
I would put you down to be more of a Zayn kind of girl, actually.
Well, Zayn used to date one of my friends, so that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird.
I've seen Harry in his boxer shorts at X Factor.
Right.
That would be weird. They're all just too little and cute.
Was he filling them out?
He stepped out into the corridor in his boxers, and I just happened to be leaving my dressing room at that time. So we kind of screamed at each other.
Did he look like a wee fella or what?
Yeah, he's like 18, no, 19.
Oh, good.
Good on you, Cheryl.
Hey, well, we're going to go and play the song Call My Name now. It's the premiere for the first time here on The Edge. We're pretty excited about it, and really stoked to have you on the show again, Cheryl, and I hope it happens again in probably another 7 years, maybe.
Me too. Hopefully I'll be out there sooner than you think.
Yeah, good.
I won't leave it 7 years the next time.
Sounds good, Cheryl. Thank you so much for talking to us.
And Brad will add you on Facebook.
Thank you very much.
He'll be staying soon. Yeah.
Yeah, give us a follow on Twitter.
Okay.